What's up, y'all? It's your boy Trey Morrell. You're now tuned in to Philly Fame TV. Definitely check everything they doing out. Let's get it.
Philly Fame. Philly Fame. Alright, we got Trey in the building, Trey Morrell, man.
Let's get it.
Alright, so you've been making a lot of noise on the Instagram as Elite, you know what I mean? Putting up the little videos and stuff like that, getting a lot of love. You recently dropped a project, I see you getting a lot of love from that too.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, you know what I mean, for the people that don't know you, we're just gonna start at the very beginning, give them a little bit of your story and all that. Alright, so you're originally from where we at right now, which is North Philly area.
Right.
I mean, then y'all end up moving up the Northeast Frankfurt area at some point in time.
Yeah.
So you've been back and forth, you know, ever since you was a young boy. So speak a little bit, like, you know, on your upbringing, family life, stuff like that for the people that don't know.
Alright. Yeah, I grew up Area Avenue. So I'm saying we went up Northeast. I went to Frankfurt High School. Went there from like 9th to 11th grade. I went up there. I was just cool, everybody from the get-go. So I'm saying I fit right in. 12th grade, yeah, I switched high schools. It was that Del Valle Charter. Right up there, came back up north. So yeah, that's everything right there.
Right. And your pop, you know, you come from a musical background, so to speak, you know what I mean?
Right.
Your pop, you know, was a part of a legendary group that's from here in Philly, the Stylistics. You know, they old school group back in the 70s, but you know, they still touring and stuff to this day. Yeah. So you kind of, you know, got that from when you was little, hearing his music, seeing him tour. He always was on the road and stuff like that. So speak a little bit on seeing that as a young. You was even on tour with him at a point in time and seeing him perform live in person. So give him that, like, a little bit of story behind it.
Yeah, I learned everything I know to this day from my pops. I'm saying, like, he really schooled me on this music twist. Like, not even knowing that I was gonna get into it, but just watching him. So I'm saying, just watching him with his group, you know, organize his group, being an originator. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? As far as the tours, man, I used to get on stage with him. Like, just imagine a young boy, like 7 to 8, knowing all the songs, knowing all the steps to the 70s group. So I'm saying, they just all pointing at me and all that, because I'm in the background just grooving right with them. There was a point every time where I'm on the stage with them, or I'm too far up and they manager would have to pull me back. Like, yo, you taking too much attention off of them, because once again, it's like, who this young boy that know all these old head steps and all this song. Like, it got to the point where I was getting roses. I was getting people come after me, like, which one of them your dad? I know they gotta be your dad. So situations like that, and I really thank him for that. I'm saying, it's really an honor.
You know, Stro, your big bro,
No doubt.
he was doing this thing on the right type time in the city at one point in time. Stro
Shout
had a
out to
nice
Stro.
little weed, was getting a nice little love. So I know that had to have something, because you wasn't doing nothing at the time when he was doing this.
Right.
So I know you had to get inspired to some degree from that. So speak a little bit on watching him do his thing and how that inspired you to want to get into it.
Right there. Just growing up off of Fly Boys, and like, just being on the being at the stand with him, selling the DVDs. I used to sell the DVDs for him, so I'm saying, just trap it for him. They were like, yeah, if you come back with this certain amount, you can get this. So it was already a cut deal. Just being around them, I was too young to get in the shows and stuff like that, but just seeing the clout that they brought around me. So I'm saying, yeah, it was definitely good vibes. Like, yo, you they little cousin, or you show little cousin, you face little cousin, you Stro little brother. Yeah, so it was definitely a stamp from the rip. So yeah.
So when you yourself start actually getting active and starting to want to get into music and start doing it yourself?
It all started with Vaughn. For I was Vaughn famous. So I'm saying, I made this dance called Hit It For Me one time, and I just starting off with a funny tip. I was always scared, like literally always scared to sing in front of people. I used to just whistle to let them know I could sing, so they'd be like, oh snap, you can sing. I used to literally walk in like, and they were like, dang, yo, you got a little tone on, you can sing. So I used to just start it off like that. And from the Vaughn, it's a funny story with that. I'm gonna share that real fast. It's like January, around like this time, we was in like 10th grade. my man came to my crib. Everybody know, all my folks know, like I'm a late ass dresser, so everybody used to come to my crib, but then we used to head to school. So my man Mark, shout out to Mark, we was walking to school and he just pulled out his phone. He was like, yo, we might as well do this John, cause we just doing our Johns every day. So he like, let's call it, let's just do hit it for me 1 time, hit it for me 2 times, hit it for me 3 times. It was just gonna rock out like that. So we did it, we outside, by 7-Eleven, we doing it. But his hand shaking fast, this shit's cold as shit. So we like, yo, we just gonna do it when we get to the school. So we get to the school, we do his first. Let's hit it for me 1 time, hit it for me, and then he do his, then we go upstairs and do mine. So we posted them. So I'm just watching it, cause at this point, like Vine is it. You do numbers on Vine, you bored. So we just watching it, it's not doing nothing on that John. So I remember like 3rd period, I go back to him like, bro, I really want to do it. He's like, nah, bro, you drawing. Just leave it where it's at. I'm like, bro, just 1 more time. Just let me get it 1 more time. So we in the hallway. He just said, all right, hurry up. Period about to be over. So I do that, John. I do it, then posted it. I ain't had no charger at the time, so my phone died. So this shit really like a movie. I went home, didn't have no charger. Spent the night, overnight, didn't have no charger. Left my phone just sitting. Next day, I come to school. Everybody just looking at me. So I'm walking in the hallway, this shit really like a movie. Everybody just staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like somebody after me? I'm like, I'm making calls like, yo, something going on? Like, what's going on? So I go to, I see somebody from the football team. They're like, yo, bro, that joint good. I see you all over my timeline. Me, I'm like, the fuck, that's not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go to first period. Where I go? This teacher class, Miss Ballet. I'm gonna go charge my phone. 17,000 overnight. Twitter, I'm just strolling down my Twitter page, just like a red jacket, all down the timeline. Now at this point, everybody really coming up to me like, yo, bro, that's a good joint. Yo, bro, I seen that joint. Y'all niggas good. So coming out of that Vine stage, then start making videos after I start singing on there just a little bit, just to see where it go. And I start getting a little retention. So I'm like, all right, let me come out this show with what I really want to do, and it's definitely paying off.
Okay, but then you pretty much, that was my next question, was going to be the first situation where you knew you had something, so I guess that would have been the first situation.
Yeah, that was.
You really had something.
Cause after that, it was like a dance called Go to Work. So I just kept hitting them with different draws, and they kept sending videos back in. Like, shout out to DC Young Fly. He remade Hit It For Me 1 time and tagged me in it. The young boy Zero from Hoes, shout out to him. He did it and tagged me in it. Who else? It was just a lot of people on Vine. What's his name? That was popping on Vine. Damn. I forget the King Batch. King Batch, he did it. And it was just, he ain't tagged me, but they knew, certain people knew where it came from. So it was just off the tip like that.
Okay. And more recently after that, on the Instagram joint, you did the one joint, the Feel It In The Air joint. That joint gave you a nice little wig. I got a nice little feedback. We posted that joint on our page. That joint got a nice little amount of views, nice amount of comments. So,
right.
I mean, from there, you've been doing a couple little drinks like here and there. So speak on the transition to Instagram and getting the love on there and the buzz on there.
Alright, yeah, I made Hit It For Me 1 time. Hit It For Me 1 time started off as a challenge. Started off as a, what was that? It was just challenges rappers was doing, going around, just rapping their bars and the camera followed them. So I'm like, saying, let me sing on that joint. A couple other people, I was just asking for confirmation. I'm like, yo, should I do that? They like, do it. So I didn't know what beat. To choose from. I'm like, I want to do like a Philly beat. So I'm saying I don't even want to go outside what they doing. I don't want to go on for no other people beat. I'm gonna keep it here, see what it do. I did that I Could Feel It In The Air beat from Benny Siegel, and I sung off of that joint. And even after that, like I'm really like, it's this right type of bull. Like I'm asking like 3 people before I post it, like, yo, this joint cool, and they like, yo, it's cool, but to me, it probably won't be, and they hate that. But I'm just like, yo, this is a good joint. They're like, yeah, post it. So I post it. I'm like, I'm only gonna post it for 17 minutes. And that 17 minutes, it was up and down timelines, on Explore pages, on Philly Classics, Philly Fame, just a bunch of posts and feedback. So that was love off of that.
And on that note, you definitely got, you know, a nice amount of people on the Instagram rocking with you, as far as like noticeable people from Philly that people know that you work with, that's on your joint showing you love. So it's just, you know what I mean, just give people a brief rundown, some of the people you work with, some of the people that you rock with that they might be familiar with. You ain't gotta drop too many names, but just to let the people know.
As far as artists?
Yeah, artists or people, whoever. Like.
Yeah, after that, a few people hit me up. Even I think it was like Beating Siegel cousin. He hit me up like, yo, that was a good joint. So we try and follow up on that now. Who else? Jordan hit me up. Shout out to him. Who else? A couple other people. Party. He be with Dream Chasers. Yeah, they definitely hit me up showing love. Joey Jihad. Just a bunch of people just showing love off of it. Like, yo, you really got something. So I'm saying it's something I never seen coming from a singer off of a rap beat and a classic, and make it my favorite. So I'm saying make it a good joint I can relate to and I can play. So it was definitely good off of that.
Right. And since that time, that was like a year ago, I think. Man.
Yeah.
Since that time, you did a couple little features with a couple different rappers. Jumped on a couple tracks, sung a couple hooks. You even got your own tracks and own visuals out right now. So one of the joints you did was a joint with a boy, what's his name? I think his name Lean from Rug Dude. He got killed. That was a good joint you did. Got a lot of good positive feedback.
Yeah.
You dropped the joint recently with Osama, Basquiat, and each on that joint got some good feedback on there. So speak on some of the work you got, some of the songs, some of the visuals. Let them know what you got going on right now.
Yeah, the joint with Lean, a lot of people was asking, did we actually shoot it at his funeral? And it was we shot it there. His mom loved it. Like they listened to it from this day and just really say it's something that touched him. So I'm saying, even though he not here, they saying like he would have loved it, and really going out for somebody that hard. So I'm saying you see how much love they had, and that was a Long Live Lean track. This How We Live. It's basically to all the crimes that's in Philly. So I'm saying all the sister shootings, all the justice system, just so much. So I'm saying we dedicated that song, and shout out to Lil Moo mom, which hit me up recently. She was the mother of Moo, and he got killed up North Philly. He was 14, and we kind of dedicated the video in some part to him in the beginning. And she posted it up, and she just got back with us and said that she loved it. Shout out to H, shout out to Osama, and shout out to Sai. They was definitely, they bring flavor to the beat, brought it to life. So it was definitely good.
Right. Now before we get into the new project that you got, that you just dropped, I want to go back to your pop situation for a second, because I know that off camera we talked about before. He's like, you ain't really never want to use that.
Right.
You ain't never want to put that out there. You ain't want nobody to know. You really wanted to make your own name. You ain't never want to let people know that you come from that. So tell people why. Like, explain why you ain't never really want to. You ain't even want to speak on who your pop is and what you got going on.
I'm not gonna lie, off of the retention in school, for real. Like, I would get in trouble in school just so they can meet my pop for a parent-teacher conference. I'm saying, like, that joint, I ain't do nothing. I used to be a badass kid, but I used to, little things was like, oh yeah, I'm calling your pop. Like, teachers having my pop number on their phone, having them on their fave files, I'm saying, just a meeting. So it was like, that taught me back then was, all right, this not something I want to do. I want to gain a name for myself. And if they do know, if they do find out, so be it. But I want them to come to me first and listen to me first. Give me that ear, not just because I'm his kid, or not just because, oh, you a legendary son or stuff like that. Listen to me first and then put two and two together. So I definitely do that.
Alright, so on that note, let's get to the new project. Tell them the title, where you can find it at. What it's all about. Give them the whole rundown.
Alright, a new project called That's a Remix. It's on Spinrilla, dropping on YouTube. All the track lists dropping on YouTube and SoundCloud tomorrow. Definitely post that up. That's a Remix is based on just when I was a young boy. I ain't really listen to the actual songs. I used to go to the covers. I used to have a playlist, just listening to covers, seeing how different people can bring their twist onto different songs. And I'm like, one day, I just want to put a track list together and just have me remixing all songs. And it's like, people was like, they're saying like Tory Lanez and Jacquees, oh, you want to hop in that bag? I'm like, nah, that's just something I love. So I'm saying it just happened to be that they do it. But I put I Can Feel It, which we was talking about earlier, and this new joint I did, Trippin', which Jacquees did. He remixed LMA? Yeah, he remixed LMA's song, and then I just put my own twist on it, and that's another one that just stormed the internet. Explorer pages, different pages, niggas baby moms, stuff like that. So yeah.
Alright, man. Anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here? Anything else you want to speak on, address, clarify, or just shout out?
Yeah, definitely shout out Creative Currency Global. Shout out people that been rocking me, supporting me. So I'm saying, because a lot of people can't be funny and then switch over to music. They want to take it serious, and that's a big thing that I had in my heart. So I'm saying, like, no, I don't know if I do this music where people take me serious because I'm funny, they know me for this. But it's just like, do that shit for real, for real. So I'm saying, they gonna rock with you if you really put it out there. So I'm saying, and yeah, Trust My Vibes series that I drop on Instagram every week, just giving them a different flavor. It's a minute video, and I took that basically from Vine, because I adore how much talent do you got in the minute or the 6 seconds they're giving you. And that's what Trust My Vibes series, that's the whole background on it. Short videos and short little concepts within that 1 minute. So definitely check it out. My Instagram, TR3MURRELL. Definitely. And Trust My Vibe EP dropping February 10th. Let's get it.
Alright, man, on that note, man, we signing out till next time.
Yeah.
Philly Fame TV, Trey Morrell.
I appreciate y'all.